Florida's great Northwest. It's radio. Indeed it is. This is Pat Crawford, hoping you'll stay with us for the next 90 minutes of music and conversation here aboard our stage studio, located in the beautiful Museum of Commerce in the historic Pensacola Village. We have yet another wonderful audience with us tonight. This audience, I tell them every month, but I just can't say it enough. They are a beautiful audience. They have faces made for radio, and it's awesome. It's great. Love them. I love them. We've got some friends we haven't had on the show for a while. Back with us tonight. We're going to start out with someone who comes down here pretty regularly, actually, and I'm able to catch him when I can. He comes down on camps down here. He likes to come down to Fort Pickens and enjoy it, so we always are glad to be able to grab him when he's down here. For the past 40-plus years, Johnsmith has been sharing his music all across America and abroad. He's become a favorite at festivals, clubs, house concerts alike. In addition to being a Kerrville New Folk winner, he's released 10 solo CDs to rave reviews, leads musical tours to Ireland, and I understood tonight from someone he's the one that originated that idea of musical tours to Ireland. He leads Idaho rafting trips, teaches songwriting, and has served as a staff writer in Nashville. We are delighted to have him with us again tonight. Please welcome Johnsmith.
Thank you, Pat. Hello, everybody. Hello back here. Good to see you. Anyway, great to be back. My family, we're all camping out at Fort Pickens right now. And, been mostly great. Had to evacuate one night, but other than that, it's been great. Haven't played very much since COVID, so this is just fantastic to get together with people and play live again. So I have a new CD out that is a lot of songs that I wrote during that time period, which kind of gave me the time to write all kinds of styles. And this little song here is the title track, and the first song, it's called Backroads, and I kind of send it out to that little nomad that we all have inside ourselves that likes to go the scenic way home sometime, or the back way and stuff like that. It's called Backroads. Sometimes I get an itch to go off wander. I keep scratching, but it never lets me be. It doesn't have to be some far-off distant island. Any old back road is fine by me, 'cause I still feel the urge to follow. I still hear that ancient call to roam, and when I'm done, I'll circle back around and let some back road lead me home. Well, it doesn't take that much to make me happy. A new song on the wind calling my name, and the scent of truth I can't help but follow. I chase it down through the hills and the pouring rain, 'cause I still feel the urge to follow. I still hear that ancient call to roam, and when I'm done, I'll circle back around and let some back road lead me home. Sometimes I think I'd just like to go off, so I can find my way back home again. See my porch light burning brightly, a lighthouse reaching out to some old friend, saying, come on in, tell me, where have you been? So if you see me out there on some county back road, or having breakfast at some driftless town cafe, It's only me drinking in the landscape. I fill my cup, then I'll be on my way. 'Cause I still feel the urge to follow. I still hear that ancient call to roam. And when I'm done, I'll circle back around and let some back road lead me home. And when I'm done, I'll circle back around and let some back road lead me home. I'll let some Vernon County back road lead me home. Olé! Thank you all very much. I don't know if Pat mentioned it or not, but I am from Wisconsin, is where I live, and come down here. We've been coming down here for 40 years, 40 years to camp, and we also are, real nature lovers, and that's why we go out to Fort Pickens, and we love to come at this time of year because that's when we do a family reunion. But I'm also kind of a novice bird watcher. I love birds, and so this is a little song that I wrote up in Wisconsin one day after a cool event happened right outside our door, and I won't say anything more. I'll just play it for you. Was the crack of dawn? Something woke me up. Some fierce kind of racket somewhere high up above. So I put on my boots and I walked outside. There was a murder of crows circling around our twin white pines. So I took a step back, and there high in the tree sat a pair of bald eagles building a nest, staring down on me. And out of the west came a good warm breeze, and a white-tail feather floated down and landed at my feet. Every now and then you get a little sign, a touch on the shoulder from the great divine. You don't ask why, you just begin to believe in the medicine. So I took that feather and I bowed my thanks to the eagles and the pines, and then I walked on back inside. I called the shaman. I said, what does this mean? He said, it's an omen, a blessing, some kind of powerful thing. He said, it's an honor when they choose your place. They say when the eagle shows up, they bring a state of grace. Somewhere along your past, you did something right. Now it's time to walk the spirit way between the earth and the sky. Every now and then you get a little sign, a little kiss on the brow from the great divine. You don't ask why, you just begin to believe in the medicine. North and south, east and west, spread your wings, go on, spread the medicine. Over hills and valleys, creeks and rivers wide, to the Standing Rock tribe, bring on the healing time. Hey. Every now and then we get a little sign, kick in the shoulder from the great divine. begin to trust in, to walk in, to breathe in, to believe in the medicine, in the medicine, yeah, big medicine, big medicine, in the medicine. Thanks, you guys. Thank you. And our Eagles are back again this year. They've been there 5-6 years now. And mostly it's really, really fun, except cleaning the sidewalk once a week with stuff like that. And but we love having them. And so, yeah, they'll have some babies in another month or so. So I'll do one more for you here in this part of the segment of the show, and I'll be back for a few more. This is another song from the newest CD I have over there at the boutique. But this is a song I was teaching a songwriting class, and I'd ask each person to kind of write something, bring it to class the next day, or at least the beginning of kind of what was up for you right now, like what's kind of cooking or what's just on your mind. And so for me, it was just about this stage of life that I'm in. Anyway, it's called Before I Go. I've been thinking a lot lately about how much time I have left. There's a whole lot more behind me and how much lies ahead. I feel the need to make a list, to write it down so I will know a few things that I'd like to do in my life before I go. Before I go, I wanna walk the hills of Spain, see the birds in Costa Rica, the northern lights in northern Maine. I wanna spend more time with the ones I love the most. These are a few things I'd like to do before I go. Maybe I'll buy some watercolors, learn to paint a country lane, one that rolls on down to some pastoral, peaceful place. And maybe I'll write a book, tell my story, share my truth, bear it all upon the page. That's something I might like to do. Before I go, I wanna walk the hills of Spain, see the birds in Costa Rica, the northern lights in northern Maine. I wanna spend more time with the ones I love the most. These are a few things I'd like to do before I go. Maybe there's a book up there someplace with our names and the day will pass, but I don't think there is, so I want to live each day like it's my last. I want to go sailing for a couple of weeks down in the islands with Vicky and Stan. Feel the sun on my face and the wind at my back. Walk with Jojo in the soft white sand. And when my traveling days are done, I want to sit and watch the river flow. I want to live with no regrets with this time I've left here before I go. Before I go, I wanna walk the hills of Spain, see the birds in Costa Rica, the northern lights in northern Maine. I wanna spend more time like the ones I love the most. These are a few things I'd like to do before I go. Thank you very much. Yeah. See you in a little bit.
All right, thank you, John. Johnsmith. And as he said, he will be back in the second half of the show. The show is Radio Live. You're listening to it right now. And if you are listening to it and you'd like to see what's going on here, you can go to our Facebook page, WWF, and you can see it being live streamed right now on that. So you can kind of see what kind of fun we're having in here this evening. Support for Radio Live comes from Autumn Beck Blackledge, attorneys at Divorce and Family Law, offering resolutions to complex family issues. Accommodations for our Radio Live audience are provided by the Hilton Pensacola Beach and PensacolaBeach.com. All right. And we are having a good time. I'm having a great time. So happy to have this couple back with me. John Common, son of the South, born in North Carolina, but he raised right here in Pensacola. And he likes to remind me that he grew up listening to this program, which I don't know about that. I don't think he really grew up, actually, to tell you the truth. So he did his music. He's made his way around the country at different times, but he ended up in Denver, where he's been for quite a while now, and he found his partner, both musically and otherwise, Jess DeNicola, on the way, and they make some beautiful music together, and it's always a delight to have him back here. Our hometown boy, done good. John Common and Jess DeNicola. Thank you.
Have you ever written a song 12 or 13 years ago, and then you realize you wrote it about the pandemic?
Oh, this house is a prison. I'm gonna break out. I've been making my plan. I'm gonna break out. It's a big, big world, and I can't stay here. I hope I don't sound too severe. This house is a prison. I'm gonna break out. When I first came here, everything was great. But in a couple of years, I started going insane. We could have seen the big, big world together. You said never say never, and I believe you. Oh, this house is a prison. I'm gonna break out. I've been making my plan. I'm gonna break out. It's a big, big world, and I can't stay here. I hope I don't sound too severe. This house is a prison. Break out. Oh, I waited for years for you to come around, maybe take me out, but you never did. I want you to know that you were good to me. When it's time to go, it's all you can see. And it tears my heart right out to leave you. I never wanted to deceive you, but you won't let me go. Oh, this house is a prison. I'm gonna break out. I've been making my plan. I'm gonna break out. It's a big, big world and I can't stay here. I hope I don't sound too severe. This house is a prison. 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 This house. Is a prison. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it.
You know, you're right. I don't know, whatever, 400 or 500 songs, you start to, there's some unmissable themes that emerge. It's like looking in a mirror, and you're like, yep, that's that mole, still there. And one of my themes, evidently, as a songwriter, is that love is an opportunity for personal growth, not so much an opportunity for walking through fields of flowers with unicorns. And this one is called Love is a Shark.
Love is stalking you. It's parked at the end of your block. When you walk away from love, it loves the way you walk. Love is following you. It can swim faster than your car. You're getting drunk next to love, babe. It followed you in this bar. Love is creepy. Love is dark. Love is scary, 'cause love's a shark. It's gonna eat you, take you to the bottom of a deep, dark hole. But it's the thing you need. You know you want to bleed. Baby, baby loves a shark. You know, love can swim through bedroom walls. It knows when you cry. Yeah, you can curse and you can kick it, but you still can't make love die. Love didn't crown you lonely. No, you did that on your own. But it'll be there waiting,
when you come down off your throne.
Love is creepy, love is dark, love is scary, 'cause love's a shark. It's gonna eat you, take you to the bottom of a deep, dark hole. But it's the thing you need. You know you want to bleed. Baby, baby loves a shark. Baby, 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 loves a shark. It's a shark.
All right. My dad is 86 years old, just turned 86 about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And my dad is really, really good at very many things. But the thing he's probably best at is loving my mom. And I haven't walked alone in sequoia lush cathedrals, and I cannot read the mind of the fish and the animals. And I never swum the channel, nor have I wrote my novel. I never saved one child from the jaws of a mountain lion. But you know, you know, I could love you right, love you good. I could love you right. You know, I never found religion, and I'm not much of a distance runner, and I never carved one statue, and I have no sons nor daughters. But you know,
love you right, love you good. I could love you right, love you good. I could love you right. Help me raise one glass to all of this potential. I could love you right. I could love you right. I could love you right. All right. I could love you right. All right. I could love you right. All right. I could love you right. And love you right.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Jess. John Common and Jess DeNicola. They're going to be back with us in the second half of the program as well. The program is Radio Live, coming you live tonight on WUWF 88.1 FM. We are listener-supported radio from the University of West Florida. Y'all having a good time? Yep. I know. Well, I'm so excited to have these folks back. This is a great reunion show tonight in a lot of ways. And Patchouli and Terra Guitarra is master guitarist Bruce Hexel and singer-songwriter guitarist Julie Patchouli. Two groups in one. Terra Guitarra has been heralded as one of the top Nuevo Flamenco groups in the world with a #1 and 2 top 5 internationally charting albums. Patchouli is a folk festival headliner and a public radio favorite with a sound described as Simon and Garfunkel meets the Gypsy Kings and taking a yoga class in a field of running Mustangs. Together, they have performed over 4,000 shows, toured 1 million miles on the road, supporting 22 CD releases, won songwriting awards, industry awards, performed on TV, film, and are played on radio programs around the world. Please welcome Patchouli and Terra Guitarra.
Thank you, Pat. Whew, it's so great to be here. We're so glad to be back. It's been 2 years in the making. Our last concert that was going to be here for Radio Live was April 2020. We don't have to talk anymore about that, but here we are, and we're just so happy to be here. So we're going to start with one of the instrumental pieces from the Terra Guitarra project to get through here. Thank you so much. That song was in French, by the way. That one was called Janvier. I just gotta make sure you're paying attention. We're gonna sing a song now. This is from a Patchouli album of ours quite a few years ago. It's called The Labyrinth, but it's a real healing song, and I love playing it. So it's a song I wrote after we were playing up in Sault Ste. Marie, Canada. Got a phone call that one of our family members had passed away. And so we were driving all night. We got home, and I was still awake from driving, and I just couldn't think of anything to do with myself. I was just kind of walking around in the dark, and finally I said, okay, it's too late to call anybody. I'll email somebody in my family. And I sat down, and I just could not think of anything to type. And my computer screensaver came on, and I didn't even know I owned a computer screensaver. Don't spend idle time. And all of a sudden, it was all of these close-up photographs of plants. And real close-up, I could see all of these textures, the veins on the leaves, the cacti needles, the petals, and each one of them looked like a labyrinth, like a pathway. And I so badly needed to walk a path of peace, I just picked up my guitar and wrote this song. And I thought Bruce was asleep, but I heard him pick up his guitar from another room away, and that's how we wrote. We eventually met in the living room and sang it out. Take some time, unwind, unravel your mind, and walk the labyrinth through till it brings it back to you. Take some time, unwind, unravel your mind, and walk the labyrinth through till it brings it back to you. I know you're looking for some change, but like the desert holds the rain for a dry spell or two. Let me hold it here for you and trace these lines through what happened, like a topographical map, then feeling everything you've known. Let it bring you right back home. And take some time, unwind, unravel your mind, and walk the labyrinth through till it brings it back to you. Some change, but like the desert holds the rain for a dry spell or two. Let me hold it here for you and trace these lines through what happened, like a topographical map, then feeling everything you know. Let it bring you right back home and take some time. Unwind, unravel your mind, and walk the labyrinth through till it brings it back to you. Thank you. We're going to sing another song, and then I think that'll be our set, and then we'll be back for another set, as you know. This is a song that we love playing, and it's a song I wrote on my bicycle I've already been on my bike once since we've gotten to Pensacola, so I will definitely get in within the next 24 hours, another ride at least. I just love riding out here, and words seem to come. Music seems to come when I'm moving my body and getting the groove on. And I was thinking about how lucky we are to have these green and blue spaces, these natural places on the planet. Because when nothing makes any sense to me, I gotta get to the water, and I gotta let my mind run with the water. I gotta get out in the woods and get some new perspective and some fresh air. And so, well, you know it, don't you? So I think you'll know this song. It's called The Woods. I go to the woods to feel good, and I go to the river to let my mind run. I go to the mountain to gain perspective. I go to the fields to open up. I look to the lake to reflect. I look to the sky to imagine. I travel highways to go somewhere new. I go to the woods to feel good, and I go to the river to let my mind run. I go to the mountain to gain perspective. I go to the fields to open up. I look to the lake to reflect. I look to the sky to imagine. I travel highways to go somewhere new. I go to the woods. Can it be healed? Can it be healed with chemicals? Can it be healed? Can it be healed with physicals? This anger is hard to love. This anger is hard to embrace. But sometimes, as much as it hurts, still need to find our way out. Still need to find our way out. And I go to the woods to feel good, and I go to the river to let my mind run. I go to the mountain to gain perspective. I go to the fields to open up. I look to the lake to reflect. I look to the sky to imagine. I travel highways to go somewhere new. I go to the woods. Star is hiding. My God, this star is hiding. Down dark, down dark, down dark. My God, this star is hiding. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Julie. Patchouli, and they will be back with us in the second half of the program as well. The program is Radio Live. We do this the first Thursday of every month down here in the Museum of Commerce, and we broadcast it live on 88.1 FM at that time. We also videotape it, and actually we live stream it on Facebook Live as well during the actual performance. But then we do a little editing, and we get the video where we like it, and we put it on our YouTube channel. So you can go to WUWF Radio Live on YouTube, and you can see all of the programs going back many, many years. And you can see how many people paid attention to what I said about when they have to use the bathroom. Just as an aside. But anyway, we're still having a good time here tonight. It's such a great homecoming for a lot of these artists. And once again, our friend Johnsmith.
I'm back. Anyway, how many folks here were fans of Nancy Griffith? Knew her music? Yeah. I was a huge fan of hers. And was very sad when she passed away last year. So I thought I'd do a song that she does. A song written by Kate Wolf was another one of my favorite songwriters. Yeah. So if you know this one, sing along. It's called Across the Great Divide. I've been walking in my sleep, counting troubles instead of counting sheep. Where the years went, I can't say. I just turn around and they're gone away. I've been sifting through the layers, dusty books, faded papers that tell the story I used to know. It was one that happened so long ago. Here's the chorus. Now he's gone away, and yesterday, now I find myself on the mountainside, where the rivers change direction across the Great Divide. Well, I heard the owl a-calling as the night was softly falling. Asked a question and I replied, now he's gone across the borderline. Help me. He's gone away, and yesterday, now I find myself on the mountainside, where the rivers change direction across the Great Divide. The finest hour that I have seen is the one that comes between the edge of night and the break of day. That's when the darkness rolls away. Here we go. He's gone away, and yesterday, now I find myself on the mountainside, where the rivers change direction across the Great Divide. One more time. He's gone away, and yesterday, now I find myself on the mountainside, where the rivers change direction across the Great Divide. Nancy Griffith. Yeah, thank you, guys. I love that song. Well, here's another new song from a new CD. I'm a folk singer, but I don't usually write anything that's even close to being political, because I kind of hate politics. And and don't watch much news anymore and stuff, just to kind of keep my sanity. But there's times when I get an overdose of some news. I'll be someplace, and one night I was just depressed about the division in our country, and I just got my guitar out, and that's what musicians do when we're feeling not so good. What can I do? I don't feel good. Get my guitar, sit down, and start playing, and see what happens and stuff. So this came out of something like that. My name is America. I live between two oceans blue. I'll start over. I got another song in mind, okay? My name is America. I live between two oceans blue. And as nations go, I'm a child who is sadly now torn in two. And I was born out of a dream, and for that dream I'm on my knees tonight. For they're shouting on the left and right, I could use some help to mend this great divide. Oh, help me heal these wounds I feel. Please help me heal from these wounds I feel. It's not the first time I've been torn. The bloody redcoats shot and drove the natives from their homes. Then a flood of immigrants all came round in hopes of 40 acres, a mule and plow, and the right to speak their truth out loud. Oh, help me heal these wounds I feel. Please help me heal from these wounds I feel. Then it was the blue and gray, north and south, spilling blood over slavery, leaving a scar centuries deep. They're still marching up and down my streets. My name is America. I'm wounded, but I'm not down yet. I am still the great experiment. I was born from hope and tears and sweat, and I hold of that hope with every breath. Oh, help me heal these wounds I feel. Please help me heal from these wounds I feel. Oh, help me heal from these wounds I feel. Please help me heal from these wounds I feel. My name is America. Thanks, you guys. Thank you. And Pat, thanks for having me back, and all the great volunteers and staff they have here. This is a great program. You guys are lucky to have this in your town. I know you already know that. But anyway, yeah, big hand for the program. Good. I'll leave you with this next one here. It's an older song of mine that I wrote in our little town of Trempolo, Wisconsin. Has anybody ever heard of Trempealeau, Wisconsin? Oh, cheaters, those are my family back there. Hey, here's somebody, yeah. Trempealeau, it's on the Mississippi River, looking over at Minnesota. And anyway, we've been living there a long time. And this is a little song that kind of came out on the deck one day. It's called Kicking the Stone. Kicking the stone up this hill, past the old hotel and the railroad tracks and the run-down mill. I don't know what for, I don't quite know why. I just know I like the way it makes me feel inside. So I kick it hard till it rolls along. Next thing I know, I'm singing this song. Oh, kicking this stone, yeah, kicking this stone. Oh, up the hill and around the block and down the road, kicking these blues all alone, out into the open light of day where moss can't grow. Oh, yeah, kicking this stone. Past the school playground, in the church graveyard, in the country club, in the factory, in the downtown bars, past the alleyway, in the lock and dam, past the poets and the prostitutes and the clergyman, by the city jail and the county home, past all the saints and sinners, kicking their stones. Oh, kicking this stone, yeah, kicking this stone. I ain't making no mess, I ain't hurting no one. I'm just making my way a little each day to kingdom come. Yeah. Kicking this stone down this long highway, all across the countless miles, from the cradle to the grave, past all my mistakes with all their guilt and shame, through the gentle rain of tears when sweet forgiveness came. Oh, kicking the stone, yeah, kicking the stone. Oh, up the hill and around the block and down the road, kicking these blues all alone, out into the open light of day where moss can't grow. Kicking this stone, kicking my stone, yeah. Everybody just kicking our stone, yeah. Kicking now, just kicking my stone. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you over there later, maybe. Thanks so much. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, John. John Smith. Yeah. This is Radio Live, coming to you this evening from the Museum of Commerce in the beautiful, historic Pensacola Village. Support for Radio Live comes from Autumn Beck Blackledge, attorneys of divorce and family law, offering resolutions to complex family issues. Accommodations for our Radio Live artists are provided by the Hilton Pensacola Beach and PensacolaBeach.com, the all-in-one website for all things Pensacola Beach. To review rates on hotels, book tours and activities, and see upcoming events, visit PensacolaBeach.com. We are very grateful for our sponsors. All right, joining us once again, John Common and Jess DeNicola. Welcome back. Thanks,
You guys having some fun tonight?
This song was inspired in a laundromat on 9th Avenue. That was part A. And then part B of the inspiration was about 7 or 8 hours later in an indie bar on Palafox that used to be there called Sluggos. Yeah, her mom decided to hit the road at the tender age of 21 years old. Left a girl who knows what lonely really means. Now she's 22 and her stomach is sour, and the happy times are happy hours. She's a permanent fixture on the scene. I walk in the bar at 2 a.m., see her down at the other end, the most beautiful car wreck in the whole wide world. See, I sold my armor years ago, and no one really needs a knight, you know, but sometimes you see a chance inside a girl. If this isn't love, if this isn't true, what should I do? Tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, tell me now. She told me how she ended up here. I avoided her eyes and drank my beer. She's moving to LA, moving to LA, moving to LA. She's gonna be a star. But the truth is she hates that town. She's only going there to track her mama down. She whispers in my ear, whispers in my ear, whispers in my ear, take me to your car. These love affairs always end up bad, either broke or drunk or dead or sad. It sure beats the hell out of watching it all go by. Oh, watching it all. Oh, watching it all. If this isn't love, if this isn't true, what should I do? Tell me now, 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 oh no. my darling, you are my home. From Brooklyn to Roswell, London to Rome, from Tulsa to Oakland, Richmond to Low. I live here and love here, 'cause you are my home. When I first arrived, dry as a bone, the road was my lover, and I loved her alone. But then something happened, I got you on loan. When the earth receives you, I'll sink like a stone. My darling, you are my home. From Brooklyn to Roswell, London to Rome, from Tulsa to Oakland, Richmond to Low. I live here and love here, 'cause you are my home. You know, I used to wander, I loved from afar, and I loved like a voyeur who loved from his car. And why I loved badly, my heart was a scar. But I'm homeless and I'm rootless and I'm lonely no more. My darling, you are my home. From Brooklyn to Roswell, London to Rome, from Tulsa to Oakland, Richmond to Low. I lived here and loved here, 'cause you are my home. You're my darling, my darling, my darling, my darling. From Tulsa to Oakland, I lived here and loved here, 'cause you are my home. So I grew up in Pensacola, as you know, and Jess and I come back to Pensacola all the time. You know, when you leave something and then you come back and you see it with fresh eyes. And I've noticed, you know, the plane lands at Pensacola International Airport. We get a car or something, and then we drive. I always drive around. I always kind of go to my same old haunts, you know, kind of be like, well, how's it changed, and how's it make me feel? And this time I noticed, it finally crystallized for me. Pensacola has a lot of lawyers, a lot of hospitals, and a lot of churches. And that's my hometown, and I love it. I just love it. And, you know, makes me, for some reason, it made me think about Merle Haggard. Yeah, the warden let a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. And I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest. And I heard him tell the warden just before he reached my cell, let my guitar playing friend do my request.
Let him sing me back home with the songs I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years. Let him sing me back home before I die.
I recall last Sunday morning, a choir came off the street, came in to sing a few old gospel songs. I heard him tell the singers there's a song my mom sang. Could I hear it once before you move along?
Let him sing me back home with the songs I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years. Let him sing me back home before I die. Let him sing me back home before I die.
John Common and Jess DeNicola. Oh, yeah. All right. Wow, this has been another one of those magical evenings, I tell you. It's great. We got Julie and Bruce back up here. You know, Bruce is a visual artist, too. He does these amazing creations, all featuring guitars in many, many ways, many multicolored ways. And they've turned it into a multimedia stage production where they have a giant screen behind them. He has animated his artwork, and it moves as they play. I don't think it's going to work in this venue, unfortunately, but maybe we'll book him in the IMAX theater next time we're here.
There we go. And you can watch it, you can listen to it on the radio.
Indeed.
And we'll just describe how it's going.
Awesome. Once again, Patchouli.
Thank you, Pat. All right, we're going to start with another instrumental one. This one is called Sun Shower. On our journey here, we drove up from Naples, and that's a long drive from South Florida. Yeah, everybody's shaking their heads if you were listening at home. Anyway, we kept coming through little storm clouds, little sun showers, and little rainbows. So we knew we were on the right road to come into the right place. This song is called Sun Shower. That song, Sun Shower, that's on our album called Firelight. We're going to sing a song. Some of you know this. We spend, right now we're spending half our year in Florida and then half our year touring around and living in Wisconsin. So it's really fun to share the stage with a Floridian and a Wisconsinite and as well tonight. And so since Johnsmith sang one tonight where he wrote it on his deck, I'm going to sing you one that I wrote on our patio, on our deck. We also live on the Mississippi River. So believe it or not, you got two musicians from the west coast of Wisconsin. And we got the best view of Minnesota, as he said as well. Anyway, it was the first night that we moved there about 20 years ago. And I could hear the frogs and the crickets. And the stars were shining in the water, and the moon was rising up full behind the river bluff. And I was missing our friends and our family who are kind of spread out all over the planet. And I just wanted to take that moment and really share it with them. And I found out that, as I was looking at it, I said, what a comfort to know that we're all sitting underneath the same big moon as this moon was coming up. And what a comfort to know that we're all underneath the same sky. And that makes our family remember that every time we know we're connected no matter where we are. So tonight, let's sing this one. We're going to sing this one for all the people in the Ukraine. Let them know that we're all together. We're all underneath the same big moon. The moon rests in a bowl of stars tonight, and I right into the wind, and the words blow in letter by letter, and you are somewhere that we used to share. And now we're looking at the same big moon. We're looking at the same bright stars, and we just see it differently, like a puzzle fits together, staring at the same blue sky and sitting on the same big earth, and we just see it differently. Different birds, different feathers. And he left for overseas, and he took the family with him, and she sits and waits until the kids are asleep to wonder if she stays up late. Can she still paint herself in the picture that they're looking at the same big moon? They're looking at the same bright stars, and they just see it differently, like a puzzle fits together, staring at the same blue sky and sitting on the same big earth, and they just see it differently. Different birds, different feathers. We're looking at the same big moon. We're looking at the same bright stars and we just see it differently. Like a puzzle fits together, staring at the same blue sky and sitting on the same big earth, and we just see it differently. Different birds, different feathers. Thank you. That song is called The Puzzle. All right, for our last song, so as Pat mentioned, we now have 22 different CDs. You don't have to buy them all tonight, but you certainly can start your collection or continue it if you have some. And the pandemic has worked in mysterious ways. So we were really looking forward to coming here on April 2020, and then we knew we weren't, and we were in lockdown, stay at home, stuck in Naples. So we decided, well, we've got half a recording done. Let's finish this album while we're staying at home. So we finished a new album. It's called Nothing But Heart. And there's lots of original songs, but we're going to sing a song that we want you guys to sing along to. And since you don't have that album yet, we're going to sing one that you might know. And this is on that album. And right before Mac Davis passed away, we got permission to put it on the album. It's I Believe in Music, I Believe in Love. We believe in WUWF for bringing us Radio Live. Thank you, Pat. So if you're listening at home, lift your arms up and wave them around like you're at a 70s concert. That's what's going to go on here. And you guys know your part. I believe in music. I believe in love. And if you know the rest of it, get out your air tambourine and play it as loud as possible. I could just sit around making music all day long. As long as I'm making music, I know I can't do nobody wrong. And who knows, maybe someday I come up with a song that makes people stop all their fussing and fighting just long enough to sing along. Sing along! I believe in music. I believe in love. Music is love, and love is music, if you know what I mean. People who believe in music are the happiest people I've ever seen. So clap your hands and stomp your feet and shake your tambourine. Lift your voices to the sky and tell me what you see. Lift those voices. I believe in music. I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in love. Music is a universal language. Love is the key to peace, hope, and understanding, and living in harmony. So take your brother and your sister by the hand and come along with me. Lift your voices to the sky and tell me what you see. Lift those voices. I believe in music. I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in love. A cappella. I believe in music. you for believing in music, believing in love, being here with us. Thanks, Pat. Thanks to all of our Radio Live team here tonight. Thank you, guys.
Patchouli. Yeah. All right. Well, all good things must come to an end. So once again, here we are. Radio Live is a production of WUWF Public Media at the University of West Florida. Our technical director and broadcast mix master is Dale Regal. Our house sound is engineered by Tom Skinner. Master control this evening is being masterfully controlled by Bob Barrett. Our videographers are Teresa Clark, Jenny McKeon, and Hannah Ruse. Our video director is Quentin Williams. Our house manager is Trish Allison. Our photographer and live streamer is Myra Heitman. We have production assistance tonight by Anthony Potts, and our stage manager is everybody's favorite Jewish mother, Enid Siskin. This is Pat Crawford reminding you to keep your mind on your driving, your heart on the coast, and your ears on public radio. Good night. See you next month.